Now, good morning, children. Today, I will be explaining you Standard 3 Literature. That is lesson number 11. Emperors of Ice. Emperors means King of Ice. So here, a picture of a bird is given, and you have to color it at home. Okay. Now, these are the birds that live in the icy cold Antarctic regions, and they are called penguins. Now, penguins are short, fat, and look as if they are dressed in a black suit. From a distance, they could be mistaken for people. Now, penguins cannot fly, but they can swim very well and spend most of their lives in the sea. These birds use their wings to move forward in the water. They can take very short flights like hens to come out of the water onto land. So, penguins can be mistaken from a distance for people because their body they are short, they are short, fat, and look as if they are dressed in a black suit. And these birds have very short wings. They cannot fly, but they can swim very well in the water. Mostly they live in the sea. These birds use their wings to move forward in water, and they take short flights like hens to come out of the water onto land. Now turn the next page. Penguins have short legs, and when they want to move fast, they slide on ice on their bellies. You can see in the picture here. Look at this picture here. When they want to move fast, they slide on ice on their bellies. Bellies means their stomach. They slide on their stomachs. Penguins eat fish and squids. So what do the penguins eat? They eat fish and squids. Squids are a kind of creature with 8 long legs and 2 short arms. Now, emperor penguins are the largest of the 17 types of penguins. There are 17 types of penguins. Among them, emperor penguins are the largest of all. They can grow to about half the height of an adult person. Just you can imagine how big they can grow. They live on pack ice in Antarctica. Pack ice means a large chunk of floating ice. In Antarctica. Antarctica is a continent which is covered with ice, and it lies at the South Pole. Now, penguins enjoy the company of each other, and they live in groups. Penguins usually live in group, and they enjoy the company of each other. A group of penguins is called a colony or a rookery. So, a group of penguins is called a colony or a rookery. Rookeries may contain thousands of penguins. Each rookery may contain thousands of penguins. As many as 24 million penguins live on the Antarctic continent. Even at sea, they usually swim and feed in groups. Even when they are at sea, they usually swim and they always feed in groups. Means they like to live in groups. Penguins have a thick layer of fat called blubber, which helps them keep warm. Since their body have fat layer of fat that is called blubber, and this blubber keeps their body warm and protect them from severe cold. The feathers of a penguin are shiny and waterproof. The feathers you can see here, the feathers of penguin are very shiny and they are waterproof. Penguins have more feathers than most other birds. These feathers also help them to stay warm and dry, since their whole body is covered with feather, and these feathers helps them to keep their body warm and dry, and they have more feathers than any other birds. Each year, penguins molt. Molt means losing their old feathers and growing new ones. So each year they used to lose their old feathers and new feathers used to grow. That is called molt. It is extremely cold in Antarctic regions, so penguins have ways to keep warm. Antarctic region is always snow covered, so it is very cold, but penguins have many ways to keep themselves warm. So when the cold winds blow, penguins huddle together to keep warm. So whenever the cold wind blows in this Antarctic region, the penguins they used to all come together. Huddle means to gather closely together because of the cold. They used to huddle together, and each penguin takes turn in moving to the center of the huddle. So each penguin, you can see in the picture how they have huddled together, and they used to make a circle, and turn by turn they used to, one by one they used to go to the center, and once the penguin get warmth, that particular penguin will come to the edge of the group, and other penguin will go at the center. So this is how turn by turn they used to go to the center. Each penguin takes turn in moving to the center of the huddle. Once a penguin has warmed a bit, it will move to the edge of the group so that others get a turn to be in the center. See how they behave. Each and everyone get chance to go to the center to keep their body warm, to get the warmth. Now, emperor penguins do not build nests like most other birds do. The mother penguin and the emperor penguin, they don't build nest like the other birds do. And the mother penguin lays a single egg and then leaves it behind to go on a long hunting trip that lasts almost 2 months. So the mother penguin lays only a single egg and leaves that egg behind, and she goes for a long hunting trip that lasts almost for 2 months. Then the father penguins keep the newly laid egg warm but does not sit on it as many other birds do. As many other birds, we know that birds used to sit on their eggs before they hatch. But here the father penguin, he doesn't sit on the egg but take care of the egg. The father stands and protects his egg from the cold, the wind and animals by balancing the egg on his feet and covering with his feathered skin. So the father penguin take care of the egg which is laid by the mother penguin, and she goes out for hunting trip for 2 months. So the father penguin stands and protects this egg from cold, wind and animals, and it keep the egg balanced on its feet and cover it with his feathered skin. You can see here how the father penguin is taking care of the egg. He is balancing this egg on his feet and covering it with his feathered skin to give warmth. Now during this 2-month period of babysitting means taking care of the baby penguin. The father eats nothing and bravely faces the bitter cold. So for these 2 months, the father take care of the egg and babysitting. The father for these 2 months, the father take care of this egg and doesn't eat anything and faces the bitter cold also. Bitter cold means severe cold. When the mother penguin returns, she brings a belly full of food for the newly hatched chick. After the chicks are born, their mothers come back to take care of them. So when the mother penguin returns, she brings belly full of her stomach is full of food for the newly hatched chick. And after the chicks are born, their mothers come back to take care of them. At first, the fathers don't want to give up the babies, but after a while they pass them on to the mothers. And in the beginning, when the mother come back with belly full of food, the father doesn't want to hand over the egg to the mother. But later on, the father give up the babies, but after a while they pass them on to the mothers. They have to be very careful when they shift the chick to the feet of the mother penguin, because if the chick falls on the icy ground for more than a few minutes, it will die. So they are very careful for shifting the chick from the father penguin's feet to the mother penguin so that it doesn't fall on the icy ground, because it is severe cold there, so it may die. After the mother has the chick, the father penguin hurries off to get himself something to eat. So after passing the chick to the mother, the father penguins go out for searching some food to eat, because he remains without food for 2 months. So can you imagine going for 2 months without eating? See how caring the father and mother penguins here. So you children go through this chapter, read it properly, and in the next class I will give you the exercises. Thank you.